Hey Heroes, as we start our new block of training, I want to go through everything and make sure that you can choose the right days that suit your goals as we're moving some things around to help you get the most out of it. We've got a big focus on some strength and some skills that revolve around your toes to bar, your single leg work and your pull-ups, as well as maintaining some of the strength that we've gained in the last block. So let's jump straight into it and talk about what we have coming up. All right. So we can see we've broken down the week, Monday to Sunday. We can see what we have in the class as a focus, the extras by the barbell gymnastics, or if there's any conditioning based work that you can be building on over the next 7 to 8 weeks. So on our Mondays in the class, we're going to be focusing on building some power, either through power cleans or jumps, just to improve that overall strength output. The idea here is that we see little week on week improvements, and by the end of it, we sort of will retest the clean. But we're also putting some emphasis on our front squat and our strength in the bottom, with a big focus on how good our grip can be in that movement. We want to keep moving that strength needle forward, even if it's just by small frequencies each little bit. There's such a thing as accommodation, which talks about the idea that if you stay at the same weight, you actually end up getting weaker because your body finds the best way to do it and reduces excess that got it there in the first place. Weeks will alternate between doing front squat as strength or adding in heavy front squats into a workout version. So you'll get to kind of see that as we move along. The Tuesdays we'll do toes to bar, alternating with sort of standalone strength focus or skill focus, or the alternating weeks will have it as a workout focus. So you'll have them built into intervals and that sort of thing. We'll have accessory strength at the end of each class involving high rep deadlifts, core strength, push-ups, rows, or some sort of pull up and dip in those places as well. The Wednesdays will have aerobic power intervals. So you'll have these sort of high effort outputs followed by decent rests. And the idea is that you're trying to sustain moderate to high intensity paces throughout. And then you'll also be able to work on those individuals you've been wanting to work on. On the Thursdays will be our other jump day of the week, where we're either doing a whole bunch of like loaded jump works or repeat jump works to build that strength, especially as the season comes to an end. We want to maintain the integrity in your calf, shins, knees, that sort of thing. We'll be doing a bit of bench press and some core work around that. And then you have the option to work on individuals again, or you can do some of the anaerobic like sprint stuff that we'll have on that day on the machines. Fridays, we're working on pull-ups and single leg strength. We'll alternate weeks between just strength efforts alone or putting them into workouts. So an example would be doing strict pull-ups with weighted Bulgarian split squats, and you get plenty of rest between sets as a strength, or in the workout format, it might be pull-ups, lunges, and bike, something like that. The Saturdays, we'll continue our team workouts with an overhead pressing bias. So there'll be some sort of pressing overhead, whether it's barbell, dumbbell, handstand push-up, in every single workout on that Saturday. You can see below there are extras, but for the most part, that's what we'll be working on for the next 7 to 8 weeks, with the goal of moving the needle forward, being able to get more work done through different time domains across each of these sessions. Remember, the goal of our training is to slowly improve our physical selves. In the extras, if you want to stick around, I'll just talk about what that looks like, but I'll blitz through those nice and quickly. Now, the idea is that you'll see in the extras, the barbell and the gymnastics will actually kind of line up a little bit. So you've got strict press on the Monday, for example, but handstand push-ups for the gymnastics. It doesn't mean do both, it means pick one or the other, so that we don't end up getting some sort of overuse exercise injury. We have some heavy lifts from the ground on the Monday. We have some lighter lifts from the hang on the Tuesday, and some single leg strength if we haven't hit single leg strength on the Monday. And then what's referred to as bitch work. The bitch work is simply just small workouts that get you to focus on improving little things like wall balls and box jumps and your rowing and little bits like that that require, honestly, just more effort put into them. So they're done in sort of little EMOM style formats. The barbells and gymnastics on the Wednesday will focus around split jerks, some bench press, some farmers carries, and if you're focusing on gymnastics, the handstand walking. Lastly, the Friday and the Saturday will alternate between the snatch and the clean, a little bit like the start of the week does, but actually doing complete movements, and also keeping our back squats in there if you want to keep moving the needle forward on your heavy barbell lifts, and the deadlifts on the Saturday if you want to keep moving the needle forward on your heavy deadlift. The gymnastics will focus around on additional push work on the Friday, just to overload those muscle groups, and on the Saturday, additional pull work, so it's alternating. And then lastly, you have another set of bitch work on the Friday to allow you to build your capacity in those movements. So I hope that helps you pick and plan what you're going to be doing. If you have any comments, leave them below.